Kansas is very good. They have great depth. I have 12 guys on the board, and they're all very, very good players. They got so many weapons. We tried to post trap. San Diego State did a great job. Probably have a little more length than us. And we try to take away something, and you got to give them something. And they made shots, and that's the best. I've seen Wiggins shoot the basketball. Selton has, played really well the last few games, and then now you get you spread out, and then then they get you inside and stuff. And I thought we started okay, and now it's always your worry here, but it was more when they had that second group in there that they just kind of picked us apart and made shots, and that's where they got the margin, and then they got some confidence, got rolling, and we didn't have any answers. I didn't think we were very efficient offensively. We kind of froze. They switched some things. They stayed with ball screens. We didn't move the ball well enough to. And then when you got open shots, you go 1 for 11 from 3, and that's not going to do it when they go 8 for 18. It's a difference probably in the game.
Coach, did you kind of forget that this team existed, knowing that you had a 10-game winning streak, that you kind of...
So it listed 12 players, and they got height, length, athleticism, and you let them get going, and that happens. We got beat on the boards. I don't think it even indicates 33-25, probably as bad as it was. It seemed like every time when they finally did miss, they seemed to beat us to loose balls. They beat us on our play hard chart, and that was only for me the only disappointing thing. We didn't play as hard as I would have liked to, and battled and fought. But all we can do is look forward to the next one, and that's Oklahoma, who beat Iowa State today. So the league is tough, and you're going to have to be ready to play each game, if you're going to be there for the long journey.
What do you think your defense maybe lacked in that first half when they didn't commit a single turnover?
I didn't think we fought for things. We didn't get hands on things. We weren't aggressive enough. We let them move the ball freely. The things they did, they executed their stuff to perfection, and obviously when you have no turnovers and 14 assists, that's pretty good. I think that's what halftime was. We got them going a little bit in the second half, but you can't spot somebody like that 20 points, expect to get back in it.
Bruce, what do you think the reason for Marcus struggling, especially offensively, was today?
They're good. They're long length. They stayed with him. First shot, he got it blocked, and and then again, I don't think we moved the ball. And once they got going on the run, instead of moving and cutting and stuff, we just kind of dribbled, and that's not us. We have to be more efficient, and it's probably one of the we need Javon. He gives us a different element, but he hasn't practiced. So now when he's in there, we are so limited on what we can do. And then I think a little bit when they stifled us, and we kind of stood around, and then we didn't, it didn't help Marcus and some of the other guys.
Bruce, did you consider going to a zone to change things up, or were they just shooting the ball too long?
They went 8 for 18 from 3, so I'm not sure zone's the answer. Once they got going, I don't know. I think if anything, second half, we played a little more aggressive, and we've been all during the win streak, we've been up on the ball, pressuring. I didn't think we did a good job of that. We didn't, we never disrupted them, and we got to go back to what made us successful.
Is this a factor? Is this a factor of you guys not playing your best, or KU maybe playing?
Oh, they played really well, and we didn't play well, and that's why it's a 20-some plus victory. Great crowd, great environment. It's for our young guys, it's interesting for them to be part of it. And, now, but Big 12. I wrote on the board, next game, big game, and that's what it's going to end up being. And that we have to deal with that.
Bruce, did you finally just come down the stretch? And I know she had 3 of your freshmen out on the floor at all times. Just let them learn.
A little bit. You don't want Thomas to get hurt. We're down. We just Thomas, Will, Shane, Nino was playing well. We tried to play Shane and Nino together a little bit. And, it's a little bit of a tough matchups with that. And Shane hasn't practiced there, but we just let those freshmen play and learn, and, it's all you can do. You're gonna lose games, and no one's going undefeated, I don't think. Who's left? Syracuse, Wisconsin, and you're gonna lose games. It's how you respond to it is the most important.
Was Marcus at all bothered by his ankle today, or was he 100%?
He sat out a couple days of practice. It might have been. I think it was more them than anything.
How many guys are typically on the board in pregame for you? You said you put 12 down for Kansas.
Oh, usually, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
That's what most teams have, and they have a lot of weapons that keep coming at you. There's no doubt.
Is this a Kansas team that people anticipated going into the year, you think?
I think people gotta, when you shoot that well, it really helps. It helps all teams, and that, they didn't shoot it like that against San Diego State. Now, San Diego State's really good defensively. I thought we were pretty good, but we don't have maybe the same length they have. They block shots. Maybe they got the shooters better. I'm not sure. Maybe they caught them on a bad day and they played a good game. So it's basketball. You just got to learn and live, and they're good. There's no doubt. But they're nowhere near defensively what they were a year ago. Those guys were so good defensively, so old, mature, physically. We'd put sets in that they had never seen, and they would take it away. So it's, today we ran some things, and they took a pass away, and we froze. Even the side out of bounds. We couldn't even get the ball. That was a little bit disappointing.
Teams have been letting Embiid take that jumper from behind the free throw line, and he doesn't take it. Today he was taking it and making it.
You got to give up something. If you go out on them, they're going to swing it. They're going to post you, and they have one-on-one isos in the post. And you got to have a game plan. You go with it. And they were better than our game plan today.
Speaking of Embiid, did you see the little fracas that happened?
I'm sure you can watch TV and see a replay.
Coach, was that 5-minute stretch where you guys didn't hit a field goal? Do you think that was just kind of the overwhelming difference in the game?
Well, I don't know what it was, like 15-10 or something at one point, and then, we maybe blew it a little bit. Too many subs at one time. We probably should have got Thomas out earlier. We had 4 subs coming at once, but they had their bench too, and that's when or some of their bench. That's when they kind of made the run.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.